Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to take you through assignment 008 Python, that is on more classes and objects. So before we dive into the actual projects, you need to go through the reading material that has been attached on this particular place, or rather on this point. Then after that, you will find that the quizzes will be quite easy for you to tackle. Okay, let's dive direct to the quizzes that we have. I'll try to my level best to explain each and every question that we have, that is from number 1 to number 11. So this is of course Python. Python is easy, and most of the questions are always direct. So number 1, what do this line print? Where we have the class user, then we have the ID is 1. So you're supposed to print the user ID. So the ID is 1. So what is going to be printed is this one. So it's definitely going to print 1 as the answer. Then number 2, what is a RPR? And RPR is an instance method that returns an official string representation of an instance. Then number 2, what is a init? And this is an instance method called when a new object is created. So it's called when a new instance is created. Then number 3, what do this line print? Where we have class user ID 1, then we have u is equal to user. Then what is supposed to be done? You're supposed now to print UID, and of course the only numerical number that we have is 1, so definitely 1 is going to pre-print it. Then for this one, class user ID is 1, user ID is 98. So note that user ID is 98, where u is equal to user, this one. So we are supposed now to print UID. So 1 and 98, which then we have this point, so it's definitely going to give you 98. Then what do this line print? Where we have the class user ID is 1, u is equal to user, and user ID is equal to 98. So you're supposed to print the u, and the u we get to understand is supposed to be the user, this one 98, which is now the user u, and the ID which is 1, and we have user and ID is supposed to be 98. So what is going to print in? U is equal to user, and this is now the user, and the ID, this one, is 1. So this is the u and ID, which is 98. So it's going to be print, it's definitely going to print 98. Then number 6, what do this line print? We have class user ID 1, u is equal to user, u dot ID is equal to 89, user ID. So what is going to print? It's supposed to print, this is the most important part, user ID, and this now the user ID. The number that's going to be printed, this one is what is going to be printed. So it's going to print 98, this one. Then question 7, what is a DL? And this is an instance method called when an instance is deleted. So this comes from the word delete. This is delete. So it's an instance called when an instance is deleted. Number 8. what do this line print? We have class user ID is equal to 1, where u is equal to user, u.id is equal to 89, and user ID is equal to 98, print u ID. So the most important part is this small part, what's going to be printed. And according to the command that we have, it's supposed to print u.id. And if you look at this one, we have, so it always follow this command. So what is going to be printed? It will definitely print 89. As you can see, this is now the command which is similar to this one. Then question 9, what is the DOC? And DOC, this is the string documentation of an object based on the doc string. Then number 10, what is a str? So this is an instance method that returns informal and lightly printable string presenting an instance. And number 11, what do this line print? We have the class user ID is equal to 1, user ID is equal to 98, u is equal to user, u ID is equal to 89. So what do you want? What do we need to print? We need to print user ID. User ID. I hope you can see where it is. This is the part that will you'll command. So what is going to be printed? Automatically it's going to print. This is your ID and this is user ID. So it's going to print 98. So it's going to print this one. Then what do this line prints? Where we have the class user ID is equal to 1, user ID is equal to 98, u is equal to user, uid is equal to 89. So you print uid. It's a very direct one. And this one, as you can see, this is the command, the part that you want to print. So you want to print this one. So it's going to print 89. So this is the correct answer. Then question 13, what do these line prints? Where we have the class user ID is equal to 1, u is equal to user, u ID, you print uid. So this is one a very direct one. So you print this one. This is the most important part, the key part. So if you want to print this one, you follow on the upper part. UID is equivalent to H9, so it's going to print 89. So those are the answers for the quizzes. So in the next video, I will come up with the answers for all the tasks that we have. This one from 0 all the way to 10. So I'll tackle that in the next video. For the meanwhile, thank you for taking time to watch. If you have any question, just write it down on the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I see your question. Don't forget to like and also to subscribe. Continue supporting the channel so that we can continue producing more content. I hope and expect that you have learned something through this particular tutorial on Python. Bye bye.